The very first image we see in the film Beautiful Boy, a drama directed by Sean Koo, is of a family, home video of a family on a beach in Los Angeles. They are playing with their young son, and that son will become Kyle Gallner. And that's the actor that plays the son that does something really unspeakable in the film. Maria Bello and Michael Sheen play the parents, and they are going through a lot of issues of their own as a married couple. They live under the same roof, but they are about to be separated, and the camera work early on really highlights the tension between the two of them. They can barely stand each other. They can barely stand to look at each other, but through it all, they keep talking, they keep talking, and they keep talking. And the film builds fairly well early on with a real atmosphere of dread and tension, unbearable tension actually, and a lot of this film, most of the film, is rather discreet. And that's a credit to Mr. Koo's good intentions. I don't think, however, that the story itself carries out those intentions very well. I do believe that Mr. Koo and Michael Armbruster, who co-wrote this film, didn't seem to know exactly where they wanted to go, what their focus was, where they really wanted to be. The film splinters off into different areas. We wonder whether or not it's about the son and the act that he commits, or whether it's about the parents and what they think about the son, or whether it's about the parents as they struggle to understand, or whether it's about other characters, or whether it's about a mystery thriller or a romance. Well, all of those films seem to come into play here, but the film doesn't seem to make up its mind ultimately. And I think the one thing that saves the film, the two things that save the film, are the great performances of Maria Bello and Michael Sheen. And I think those two performances really underline just how good they can be as these characters who go through a lot. Now, we've seen films similar to this before. Films like Rabbit Hole, films like In the Bedroom, films like In a Better World, all of which explore domestic violence and or issues that sons commit, acts that affect those families and how the community around them responds to them. And this film is no different in that regard, but what is different is the level of performance and the quality of the performances overall, especially from Michael Sheen, who plays the father who wonders and wonders and wonders what he could do to make things better, what he could have done to make things better in his son's life. Beautiful Boy goes through a few weeks in the lives of these two characters, stays with those characters, and as I said, does stray a little bit. And I do think that the narration is wholly unnecessary in this film, as are a few other scenes of ancillary characters who I don't think bring a whole heck of a lot to the dance. The only other character I think is very persuasive and effective here is a hotel manager played by Meat Loaf a Day. And he delivers a line to Michael Sheen's character that I really found profoundly touching and beautiful. It's a line actually that stays with me to this day. And although I didn't find this film particularly compelling in most ways, and I didn't think it was particularly great, I do think that some of the dialogue was very good, and some of the interactions, particularly Maria Bello's interactions in the second half of this film, make it wonderfully effective as a drama, but the performances really are the key for that, not the screenplay, which I think could have been a lot better. So for me, a little mixed feeling about Beautiful Boy. I think the performances are fantastic, the story not so much. If you had to, I'd probably say wait till DVD and Blu-ray for this one. It'll probably be out very soon. It's called Beautiful Boy, and it's directed by Sean Koo. I'm Omar Moore for the Popcorn.